and an emotionally
The emotionally absent father. Bam, we're live. Hi.
What up?
Did someone erase the shows in Streamyard from the top to the bottom? But you got to erase them from the bottom to the top.
What are you talking about? The stuff that's in the storage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Whoever did that's a fucking moron.
Of course you did. I know you didn't. No, not Sousa, not Caleb. I believe it's from someone from one of the alternative homosexual shows like Shut Up and Scribble.
Oh, dude, I don't touch StreamYard, bro. We don't even go. We don't even go on every week, dude. We aren't even consistent enough to do a show every week, you cunt.
I don't hate you because you guys are a gay show. I like it. It gives diversity to my channel. I didn't mean it. That wasn't offensive.
I'm not even there to stink up the room when I get nervous.
Hey, have you ever done that? Come up, got behind a dog and scared it, and it sprays. A lot of people don't know it. Dogs can spray like skunks.
Yeah, that's when you express their anal glands.
That's crazy.
I'll never forget this dude, Mike Myers, in college. This buddy of mine came up behind my Great Dane and scared him, and it just sprayed him, dude. It just sprayed him. It was incredible. Do you remember that, Haley?
I mean, yeah, I believe that.
Do you remember when Bhagavan sprayed Mike Myers?
Mike Myers?
That was his name, Mike Myers. Yeah, sprayed him just with butt spray. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no one thought it wasn't spray poo. it was a gas. But it stuck to you. It stuck to him. Like if it gets
like a skunk?
Yeah. It does smell just like the worst smell in the world. If you think skunk smells bad, if you've never been in a room when a dog's anal glands are excreted, you have no idea what bad smell.
Dude, I have to do my dog like once.
Have to. You have it on your calendar.
I get to. You're right. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. I get to. You're right,
Taylor
bro.
Self's the only person who eats, and he goes to Chick-fil-A, gets a Coke and a chicken sandwich, and then eats that while he excretes his dog's anal glands.
And he has to. He has to do it in that order.
Hands free expression of the glands, if you know what I'm saying, bruh.
Hey, do you want to? I wasn't sure if we were going to talk about Joshua Alamas on the show.
Fishy spray. That's disgusting, dude.
It is so. It is
the accuracy. The accuracy is fucking. It's like fish oil, except in oil form. You know what I mean? How you can buy the fish oil that you drink a little bit. It's like if you took a shit and then poured a little bit of that on your poop. That's how it smells.
Hey, when I used to grow weed, there was this fertilizer that was the shit. It was fish emulsion, just dead fish. Have you ever messed with that shit?
Fuck no, dude. Emulsion.
Fishy. It's just ground up dead fish, and you mix it in water and you pour it on your plants. It's supposed to be good for them. Oh my god,
no thanks. No, thank you.
I pay professionals for anal gland expression. Yeah, me too. But
for his own anal gland expression.
I always stay in the room when they do it. They're like, "We'll take your dog to another room." I'm like, "No, I want to be here."
Fake Sevon. Just calling a dude that you hired to fuck your ass isn't a professional anal gland, bro. That's just a gay prostitute.
Just a prostitute,
idiot.
That's funny.
How many times has an NFL game been won with 3 touchdowns, 1 team, 4th quarter? You know, I was just thinking about this morning. Do you remember in preseason?
Did Tyson do that?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It was in preseason. Doesn't matter.
But still,
you're playing against like the guys who are just they're the participation trophy guys. I mean, I know it's hard to comprehend that, but even Tyson will tell you if he's playing against 2nd or 3rd team in the 4th quarter, those guys compared to the starters, it's like college versus NFL.
I agree. It's still crazy. 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter when you're already losing. I mean, I was just thinking that that's pretty wild.
Yeah, for sure.
The biggest 4th quarter comeback in the NFL is Buffalo Bills overcoming a 32-point deficit to defeat Houston Oilers in the playoff game on January 3rd, 1993.
Wow. So it's been that long
time ago.
They were losing 6 to what 32 not, they had 9 points. They were losing 9-38 and they came back and won. Wow. That's crazy. How did they get 9 points? They had a touchdown and a safety, or a touchdown and a missed extra point and a field goal.
3 field goals.
3 field goals.
Oh. It was a team member scored 4 points and 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter. I guess Mahomes did it.
Oh, shut up, bro! But it's preseason. Hola, wait! It's preseason. What you talking about? Pinche muy auténtico, way.
Peyton Manning threw 7 touchdowns in 1 game. Peyton Manning, Nick Foles, Drew Brees, Sid Luckman. Oh man, it goes way back to like dudes I've never heard of from the 60s.
They threw 7 touchdowns back in the day.
In a game, yeah.
Like before Peyton Manning, somebody was throwing 7 touchdowns in a game.
Some guy named Sid Luckman did it in 1943. He was the first.
Oh,
There's no way. That's got to be like Will Chamberlain's 100-point game. There's no evidence of it, but everybody says it happened.
Oh, is that a real thing? There's no evidence of it?
Yeah, the game was like not broadcasted. So there's the only evidence is that somebody wrote it on a piece of paper and gave it to Will Chamberlain and took a picture of him.
He slept with 10,000. He slept with 10,000 women too,
bro. There's no video evidence,
dude. You could just write 100 on there and be like, "Look, I scored 100 points."
But like everyone agrees that it happened. Meaning,
all right, yeah, of course, I know.
It's like the Bible, bro. Are you a Christian?
Peyton Manning threw the 7 touchdowns in the 2013 season opener against the Baltimore Ravens. That's crazy. I can't believe there's a team called the Baltimore Ravens. First of all,
why?
Because that team wasn't around when I was a kid. It's a stupid name. That one, there's
the Ravens is not a stupid name, you fucking pussy.
Stupid.
You know what's the Cleveland Browns, dude.
Yeah, that's
a good name. That's a good name.
The Cleveland Browns.
That is a bad name.
What is that, dude? Yeah, it's a horrible name.
Hey, it's the same reason why I accept the rower as a machine in CrossFit competitions, but not the bike and the ski erg is retarded. What's more retarded, the ski erg in competitions or the Cleveland Browns name?
The Cleveland Browns name.
Cleveland Browns name, dog.
Wow.
It's they
I watch a sport. I watch a sport where it's the winner's determined by doing this.
Yeah, there's also another sport called the biathlon. It's the same thing.
Hey, there's also a team that's named after your fucking poop.
That's true. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
Got you there.
I was debating this morning because I spoke to Mesa on a couple days before the game, before the we went to Wadapalooza, and I told her the conversation didn't go well. She ended up hanging up on me, but
when was the last time you got hung up on ever?
She hung up on you?
Yeah, she hung up on me.
Oh fuck! I gotta bite my tongue so hard right now.
It's okay that she hung up on me. I'm not upset, but we weren't seeing eye to eye. And then, but basically one of the last things she said was like, hey, I don't want this to fucking continue. And you're going to talk about your show on Monday. And I don't really want to deal with this shit anymore. So I was like, okay, I promise I won't bring it up again. I'll drop it. And
can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
You know, it's a really toxic trait.
What?
Hanging up on people.
Yeah, I don't do that.
It is. I mean, hey, you can always say, hey, this conversation's not going anywhere. And then it's just over. But like hanging up is a fucking toxic ass. Anyways, sorry.
Anyway, but then Joshua Alamas made the most ridiculous post yesterday trying to stand up for her. And I think all he did is like he doesn't realize that he's just dragging her into something she doesn't want to be involved in. So I don't know.
Oh, Joshua Alamas.
He's trying to white knight for her, but really he's just like making it more.
I can't even pull it up. He's blocked us.
Joshua Alamas.
More messy.
Allahu Akbar.
I will tell you this.
You're ruining my bit, bro. Just shut up. You're white. You're too white. Allahu Akbar. Listen.
I thought if we both started chanting, we could start bringing
Mexican Godfather. Hey, retard. I didn't block Pat Lange. I restricted him. Do you know what that means? It means I took him from my primary inbox folder where he wouldn't shut the fuck up about the most retarded shit ever. and stealing hours of my life, and I put him in the requests folder so I don't have to see his idiocy again. I didn't block him, you idiot, and I unfollowed him because he's a fucking stupid idiot. So
Real Matthew, doesn't JR just hang up?
job.
There's difference between just hanging up and hanging up on someone.
Yeah, JR's just like, all right, see ya, hang up. He doesn't ever like
he ends the conversation. It's never like
right.
It's like, okay, bye, I gotta go. Like,
I think Caleb could pass if he had a turban.
Yes.
Go get a turban, dude.
okay, hold on.
Is that our next bit? Is that our next bit? Dude, I'll do it.
Johnny Carson used to do a turban bit.
Allahu Akbar. Joshua El Hamas.
And she may have said bye first too. I don't know. She just muttered something at the end, and then I was like, bye. But then I'd realized she had already hung up.
Do you have the screenshot of his story?
I do somewhere.
Oh God.
But the thing is, the two things that there's three things that I'm concerned about doing this bit on Joshua Al-Hamas. One, there's footage out there of him crying. I guess he was in ballet as a kid and he was picked on, which kind of explains his whole why he's got he's living out this pathology. I guess he was in ballet as a kid.
Wait, we're gonna pull up footage of him crying, please.
Well, he's not literally crying, but he's whining about it. Yes. I used to get picked on when I did ballet, so that kind of explains his pathology. I get it.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, what is Caleb? What is Caleb doing? Oh man.
Oh my God!
He's
Allahu Akbar! Holy shit!
Is that a picnic? Is that for picnics? For when you and your wife go on picnics, Caleb?
No, this is for when I pray to Mecca.
This is for when he gets embedded in a fucking Taliban cluster cell, so that he can, do undercover work for them. Caleb's one of the 72 virgins, actually, that if you die, you get to fuck. Caleb's one of those.
Are you ready for your fucking?
I bet Caleb is an anal virgin.
Do people understand Bryson DeMonte, white knighting is racist, even if you still want to do it, fine, but you have to understand. Yeah. I mean, it can be racist. I mean, that's the whole thing. He doesn't realize his post is so sexist and so racist, and he thinks he's defending her, but really it's just his pathology screaming. And so when someone has a mental illness, I didn't see the post, but I guess someone was saying that he went after Charlie Kirk when Charlie Kirk got killed. He was being a douchebag to Charlie Kirk. So he's one of those guys.
No way.
Mm.
Dude, hey, you know what I've done over the past week? I never watched Charlie Kirk before he got necked, and I have spent I've spent probably, I would say, 20 hours listening to him. I watched his Oxford debate, the full thing. I watched the Cambridge debate,
I watched that
thing.
I went back and watched that. Oh no, I watched Cambridge. I didn't watch Oxford.
Oxford's good. Oxford's a little Cambridge. They dude, remember the fucking crazy ginger who keeps jumping at the end?
That was weird.
Dude, so weird. Anyway, so I watched all that and I'm like, if you think you can logically call him racist or misogynist, you are just flat wrong. And
well, they're twisting it in their head. They're making up a story because they're not good listeners. They're making up stories.
Well, they just haven't heard him speak long form. They're seeing TikTok versions or they're moving the
6-second clips.
They're moving the goalposts on what it means to be racist or misogynist. So that's a typical habit of the left. And Joshua Al-Hamas, he moves the goalpost on what it means to be racist and misogynist. And the left does it too, and it's just pathetic.
He clearly thinks women are inferior. And he also says in that post, maybe we'll pull it up, he says he was informed, which means that, and that's the same thing with Charlie Kirk, meaning he didn't go actually listen to it.
He's such a dumb.
Somebody told him, and then they directed him,
and no offense, I fucking love people from the UK. But guys, that's why what is happening in the UK is happening on large scale is people like Joshua Al-Hamas.
Did you see yesterday a Jewish guy got arrested for looking Jewish? They said that him looking Jewish on the street is inciting violence.
Check this out. In 2023,
And they told him he either has to leave or they're going to arrest him. It's a
Just for
wild
being
clip.
Jewish.
He was Jewish, and there was a pro-Palestinian rally, and he was just standing there, a mousy little Jewish dude, beta Jew dude. And he's standing there, and the cops surround him, and they're like, hey, you have to leave. And they go, why? They're like, because clearly you're Jewish. And he goes, what's that have to do with anything? He said, well, clearly looking Jewish at this event incites violence. Hey, by the way, you have to understand, that's the cornerstone of socialism and fascism and communism, taking away the rights of individuals and giving them to groups. Do you understand that they have to, that if you want freedom, you have to protect the rights of individuals? Oh, yeah, here it is.
Here's the thing, dude.
He betrays himself. I want to say one more thing, too. So the 3 reasons I'm not sure whether we should go after him is because, one, we clearly know he has like some like deep issues about being teased in ballet. 2, I forget what the other one was. I just said it. Give me a second.
Hey, just mute me. Turn your audio off while I
No,
say
go
one.
ahead. Go ahead.
So this is crazy, dude. In 2023, in Russia, the most fucking tyrannical, horrible country on earth, run by a dictator, they arrest just over 3,000 people for social media posts, whether those are misinformation, misinformative, hate speech, whatever. Speech against their government. 3,000 people. That's a lot. That's crazy.
Where's is that? China or Russia?
Russia. In 2023, in the UK, this is crazy. They arrested 12,000 people. Over 12,000 people for hate speech, inciting violence, speaking out against the government, speaking out against religions,
reposting what other people posted,
reposting 12,000 to 3,000, and you're calling yourself a fucking free country?
They are not a free country.
And this post by Joshua Alamas is exactly why that is allowed to happen. If you don't recognize the absolute fucking danger and insanity of that.
Hey, what's crazy too is he goes on to say is how we're spewing hate when we never spewed any hate. We were doing a bit. And his post is spewing the hate. The irony is crazy. But here's the other thing. I forget what number 2 is, but I'll tell you what number 3 is. Joshua El Hamas, he was part of a team that went to the CrossFit Games. And allegedly, he tried to kick Devin Kim off the team because he wanted Danny Spiegel on the team because she had more followers. And not only that, there were some really, really crazy things going on with that team that he knew about that was definitely hurting women far more than anything we've ever said on this podcast. And he turned a blind eye to it.
Why don't we just say it? Everyone knows it. There was a teammate of his team was actively cheating on a woman.
Some people say it was his best friend.
And he covered that up. I'm sure it's not harmful or hurtful or uncomfortable at all to cheat on a woman, Joshua El Hamas. I'm sure that they're fine. Don't say a girl, make a joke about her, make fun of her. Instead, cheat on her. That's probably better, you fucktard.
Yeah, you have no moral ground to stand on.
Absolutely none.
Yeah. And you were informed. You didn't even go watch our bit. You're a bona fide hater, and you have deep pathological issues, and you need to work on that. You need to just like shut the fuck up, keep your mouth shut, and work on your own shit.
He needs to, and I'll prove, and you can go back and watch the episode, but what happened specifically is someone on another podcast said verbatim, I don't care where my money comes from. I don't care where my money comes from. And that was conjecture at my part because I didn't listen to the podcast where they said that. Somebody told me. And I made a joke about, of course they don't care where their money comes from. They probably take Hawala money, which is a form of transferring currency in the Middle East. That person is Middle Eastern. And it was a joke.
Hey, and here, go ahead.
And I spoke with that person on the phone after being informed that they were incredibly uncomfortable and hurt by it. And I said, hey, I didn't see it through that perspective, which was the perspective they shared with me. And I said, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Problem solved. It was a joke, though. Oh, but jokes are violent. Jokes are violent. I was attacked when I did ballet.
Yes. I mean, it's so obvious. In his post is, you want to pull up his post? I'll read it. I'll put it in context for the group. The line of free speech and hate speech should not be confused as it seems to be for some. Right there, we just see he's a complete woke commie, right? He wants to control speech. He wants to be the determiner of what hate speech is. And so you get the wrong person in power, and saying I love a conservative becomes hate speech, or I love gay people becomes hate speech. And that is, by the way, that is what's happening in his country. So he has no, right there, you just know he's absolutely pathetic. He's not a deep thinker at all. It makes me sick that some people still listen to podcasters in the space of CrossFit that continue to speak in a derogatory and hateful manner. There's the so we don't speak in a hateful manner, almost never. And the fact that he can't say our name, more woke, just pussy shit. I was informed this week of clips. He was informed the same way he was informed about Charlie Kirk, but never listened to Charlie Kirk at all. But he has all these strong opinions.
Probably the same thing he was informed about George Floyd.
If you say Charlie Kirk is racist, you are blatantly, and Bryson commented this earlier, you are blatantly ignoring facts, fucking reality.
And you're part of the oppression. He's part of the oppressive team, and he doesn't even know it. He's the oppressor. I was informed this week of clips where both racial and religious-based remarks were made by a group of men towards a woman, and there he's exposing his sexism. He thinks women are inferior. I get it. I get it. It's you're going down the checkbox of virtue signaling. I get it. You think women are inferior, so we should talk to them differently. I get it. It was actually disgusting, and I'm sure those in the space put 2 and 2 together. It's always the same culprits that spew hatred. As this dude, the irony is as he spews hatred. And then I want to go back up to that first paragraph for a second where he says it makes me sick. There's the lack of accountability and personal responsibility. We make him sick.
Right.
And when it's just his own thoughts and his own hatred towards women that makes him sick, and his own hatred towards comedy. And his own insecurity, his own pathology because he was picked on in ballet. Choose wisely who you listen to. The mind can become infected. Joshua, you're talking to yourself, buddy. You cover your hatred towards women and seeing them as inferior by saying it's other people. It's not okay to make women, there's the sexism again, feel uncomfortable or scared due to the comments you make. Now, no one probably made women feel more uncomfortable or scared than you and the way you behaved on your team when you were on the Invictus team.
100%.
Like, not even close, dude.
This is the same guy who
not even close. You were completely compliant. Say that again. And by the way, I don't care. I'm not judging you for it. I think it's fine.
Hey, this is the story. Go, Caleb.
This is the same guy who's like actively arguing people's limitations. Like, he's telling people what they can and can't do.
Yes.
Like, remember when he was on Pedro's show and he's like, you can't just stop eating sugar. You can. Yes. You just can't do. You can't do that.
You know what he did?
Be able to do that.
You know what he did to Devin? So the story is Devin goes into CJ's office, the guy who owns Invictus or runs it, fucking bawling her eyes out because she's been bullied into a position where she feels like she's being forced off the team by this cocksucker.
Because of
bawling her fucking eyes out. Yeah, because of how you made her feel uncomfortable and because of the hatred you spewed to a fellow fucking teammate, projecting that she wasn't as invested or bought in as you were.
And look at your fucking retarded team won.
Someone defending a buddy cheating on a friend makes women pretty uncomfortable. Yeah.
Hiding it for him.
Choose wisely who you listen to, as the mind might become infected. Bro, you are the source of the infection. Yeah, you are the source of the infection. It's not okay to make women sexist, uncomfortable, or scared due to the comments you make. By the way, just if you put everything through a filter that you were concerned that made other people feel uncomfortable, you would never talk. Once again, the cornerstone of fascism: protecting the rights of groups over individuals, taking rights away from individuals and giving them groups to groups. Democracy doesn't give you the right to be evil, bro. You don't even know what democracy is.
Nor do you know what evil is.
Yeah, you are completely clueless.
Well, this is, this is the general, this is why this is such an interesting case study and so relevant to our time in America, and I guess the world in general, is he's just exhibiting exactly what the left is built upon. And that is a complete arbitrary shift or change or perspective on society's agreed upon definitions and rules. Like these societal rules, societal norms, the left has just taken them and redefined them, shifted them, given them arbitrary definitions that no one else even knows to begin with. They haven't communicated this to anyone, and they're just adopting it as if it's a shared reality. So here's this new definition of racism. Here's this new definition of evil. Here's this new definition of democracy. Here's this new definition of hate speech. But you haven't even communicated what these new definitions are. You're just saying, oh, this is what I believe it is now, not what it is generally accepted to be, but what I believe it to be. And now I expect everyone else to fall in line step for step to what I believe now. And without acknowledging what you believe is fucking retarded. Fucking retarded.
White knights infiltrate lib female groups and often end up assaulting, abusing women they pretend to defend. Yeah, and they are the oppressors. They demand that people feel offended, and that's how they make their power. That's how they get their power. That's how they rally their troops. You should be offended by this, and now I'm your leader.
Imagine perpetuating the belief that words can hurt you. I cannot think of anything more harmful to anyone who listens to you. Oh my fucking God, Joshua. Are you fucking stupid? You stupid fucking cunt.
Yes.
Did you get fucking socked in the eye when I said cunt? Do you have a bruise on your body now? You fucking pussy. Are you crying now? Those words, newsflash, ignore them, you fuck. What were you taught in elementary school? ICE, ignore, fucking cease, exit the situation, whatever it fucking stands for. Oh, if somebody's bullying you, ignore what they're saying, because sticks and stones may break my bones, but words cannot hurt me, you fucking retard.
You live in a country where looking Jewish is a crime, buddy. Collar high. Oh, wait, hold on. Of course I can't get it.
Allahu Akbar.
Collar high. Hey.
Hey, good morning, boys. Happy Saturday. How we doing?
Good morning, Jeremy.
This what's up, dude?
Sorry.
This situation, a couple weeks ago, I called in and I said, in my opinion, the top 3 issues in the world right now, I America, but let's go with the world. Lack of self-awareness. That's this Mr. El Chama guy.
El Hamas.
Lack of personal accountability. El Hamas. Lack of personal accountability. Also him. And then this is a message to anyone that might be listening to this podcast that's friends with this guy. If you're an enabler of this guy, that's why these problems keep perpetuating. Ooh. Instead of being the actual good friend that loves your buddy and has that conversation of like, hey, bro, you're coming from the wrong place. You need to take personal accountability. You need to increase your self-awareness. If you're listening, you're that enabler. You're the problem. You're making these El Chamas and these Mitchell Hoopers, you're giving them this fuel and this power to white knight and think my thoughts are what everybody should think. Yep. And this is how everybody should go about it. So people need to stop enabling idiots like this, because the problem never gets fixed, or at least goes in the right direction, if we keep just allowing, telling our friends, oh, you're great, you're awesome, what a good perspective, Josh, I love everything you said. No, dude, like, shut up, take some personal accountability, take some inventory of your life, and then come back when you don't sound like an idiot when you talk.
I agree. Those 3 problems are massive. I still think the main one is this arbitrary shift in definitions. Like we don't live in a shared reality with the left. No one does. It's just
Well, they don't even either. It's
Right.
They don't live in the same one
it's
themselves. Yes.
Right. It's all fractured over there.
right. So there's no
It changes based on how they feel.
Yes.
Right. There's no societal norms anymore. And that I think that like we can't generally agree on what is truth, what is fact, reality. We are in disagreement of reality, and that's fucking dangerous.
Hey, they don't even understand that trying to put laws around hate speech is a psyop. They can't even fathom that. When they start their line, you don't know the difference between hate speech and what was his line? Free speech.
And ironically,
Yes.
laws on hate speech are more hateful than probably anything else you could possibly do. You hate it so much
Right.
that you have to create a law to
Right.
it. Are you retarded?
Imagine the conversation of like, hey, this is what I think hate speech is. Hey, this is what I think hate speech is. Like that conversation is never ending. How about that's how you think, that's how you feel, but that should not be what dictates how we operate as a society based on like, anyone's going to feel any type of way at any moment on any day.
Yep.
If that dictates how you see the world and how the world should function and how this person should treat you and how that, like, you're screwed. You're already done. You got to take a step back and be like, okay, right now, based on what somebody said, I feel a certain type of way, but do I have to give that much power? Do I have to demand other people live in my reality? Taylor's exactly right. They redefine everything so that it fits how they feel, and how they feel changes all the time. So it's never linear. It doesn't make any sense because you feel all these different feelings. You can't base your reality off of that.
I'm going to give you an example. So if someone said, hey, being fat is unhealthy. Now, that is not hate speech. If you're a person and you're fat and that hurts your feelings, that's totally fair and legit. The personal accountability and the self-awareness piece is when you also realize you hold at the same time knowing that that's not hate speech. Yes, it hurts you. We understand that. We get that. We can empathize and sympathize why that hurts you. You're fat, or your mom's fat, or your wife's fat or something, and so someone says that and hurts you. But you can't jump to the conclusion that that's hate speech. That's just you.
Right.
You have to take accountability and responsibility and see that. You can't be like, okay, that hurt me so bad that I'm going to make it illegal everywhere, or I'm going to start canceling people for saying Lizzo's a fat tub of shit who's going to die from type 2 diabetes. And so it's
and there's a huge difference between like
we see what they're doing, but they don't see what we're doing, and they're completely lost.
Like if it's like, hey, all fat people need to be killed. Yeah, you can argue that that's hate speech, and that's a pretty stupid thing to say. But to your point, yeah. and this is the thing. The ultimate form of love in friendships, in marriages, in family is when you see your loved one, your sister, your wife, your brother, your friends fucking up. Maybe they are fat, or maybe they're addicted to porn, or maybe they're whatever, they're not eating well. They're not whatever it is. The ultimate form of love is to actually speak up and say something and be like, hey, yo, dude, because I love you so much, I want to see you do better. You know what I'm saying? But we've redefined that to be hate speech because you call somebody fat because, like how we got to this point. And again, I circle back to there are way too many enablers out there. They're afraid that they're going to lose their family. They're going to lose their friends. They're going to lose their job,
power.
They're
Hey,
lose
that's how that dude gets.
They're going to lose their power.
Yeah, that's how that dude has power, by white knighting.
And to be truthful, and this is so unfortunate, half of the right are the enablers too. That's how we got into this position. Is every conservative was scared of, hey, if I say this statistic on black on white murder, I'm going to be labeled racist. If I say that I don't agree with gay marriage, I'm going to be called a homophobe. I'm going to say if I, et cetera, and nobody wants to be called those things. So you just shut the fuck up and you're like, oh, well, I'm just not going to talk about it because I don't want to be called a Nazi or a fascist or whatever. But then
look at COVID. You know how many Republicans or conservatives during COVID? And I worked with some of them. I worked for the government. Most people there were libs. But like, because the overwhelming amount of liberals that worked there, the few of us that were more conservative minded, I spoke my mind, but a lot of people just shut up. They're like, dude, I'll be ostracized. I'll be made fun of. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm made fun of all the time. I don't care. Like that's not going to stop me from saying something. But to Taylor's point, too many people that are kind of on the right side of history, I guess we could say, they don't want to say anything. We're too busy like going to work. We're too busy taking care of our families.
Or as
We're not
Taylor
out in
said, we're the
protest
enablers too
marching.
by not speaking up. Whereas
Yeah,
Taylor
we're
said,
the
yeah,
enablers.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate. I think this Charlie Kirk thing, in my opinion, it definitely woke up a fire inside of myself. But I'm hoping it wakes up a fire inside a lot of conservative-minded people to speak up, dude. Like, who cares if they make fun of you? Who cares if you lose friends? You might have a fracture. I mean, you look at Will Plummer. He was talking about how he wasn't invited to Thanksgiving last year. You know what? That sucks ass. But you got to stand up for something. And if it causes you to not be able to go to your family's Thanksgiving, then that's on your family. At least you know you're standing for something. Because if we keep being passive and allowing whatever the hell to go on, open up my phone, I see stories all over the place. It's just chaos, man. We have to stand up and say something.
I think we should do an exercise right now where Jeremy gives our beloved Muslim co-host an N-word pass, and Caleb sets the world free.
You already got it.
You already got it. You hear that, Caleb? Say it. Don't say it.
Free
Stop.
yourself, Caleb. Free yourself.
Logan Ewing, crazy. He's a moderate for a European. Yeah, that is crazy. That Joshua Al-Hamas
He's
is a
not.
moderate.
I don't think he's moderate.
It's so wild, though. You look at with the UK, and Jake was talking about. Jake talks about a lot on his show, and it's really he's very insightful. But even I go on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and you see like when Charlie Kirk was killed, there was a massive positive response in the UK. It was a ton of folks out there marching in solidarity and support, whatever, for Charlie Kirk. How is it though that like you see that story that you just posted or shared with everybody yesterday? Homeboy looks Jewish or is Jewish, so he can't be somewhere. How do you justify
that's because of Joshua Al-Hamas's thinking. That if let's say there were some women there who were offended by that guy looking Jewish, that's his thinking. His thinking is that Joshua Al-Hamas believes that if a Jewish man is on the street with his, if we take his thinking and put it onto this situation, that he should not be allowed on the street if it offends someone. It's fucking, it's unfathomable.
That's insanity.
And yet he's claiming that we're the hateful ones. Hey, here's
the
irony too. That somehow we said something offensive that scared someone, scared a woman, because we'll use Joshua Al-Hamas thinks women are inferior. Just think of what happened at the UN yesterday. Netanyahu walks into the UN and every single country except for 2 gets up and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And she's afraid. I mean, it doesn't make it make sense. I'm a little bit embarrassed for him. I'm a little bit embarrassed also because you can just go and watch that video where he basically explains his whole pathology in regards to the fact that he was picked on as a little kid. So he has this. He now wants to be the king of the victims. He was a victim, and so now he lives in that cyclical cycle of just playing the victim and looking for victims and standing up for victims. He thinks he's doing something.
Yeah. It's sad. It's really secondhand embarrassment. It's sad. I mean, I was in middle school. Oh my God, dude. I went to a very culturally diverse school. A lot of black kids, a lot of white kids. Most of my friends ended up being white kids because the black kids, every single day, I got my ass kicked. They made fun of me relentlessly. We didn't have any money growing up, so I'm wearing my brother's hand-me-downs, my sister's hand-me-downs. I didn't act black enough. I didn't have the Jordans on. Every day, just getting my ass kicked, getting worked.
And the white kids didn't protect you. They were scared.
I feel like it's an underrated truth that like half black kids have it harder than even like you get ostracized even more.
It was bad, man. Yeah, it's like this political stupid game where you got to be left or right. It's like I either needed to be completely black for whatever the hell that means, or I needed to be completely white. It was crazy because I wasn't black enough, You know,
Yeah, why
I'm
don't-
getting. I mean, I'm
why don't you go change your
telling you
parents?
day after day, I'm getting my ass kicked.
I had this
Let me go change who my mom and dad are.
Be
I ha-
born again.
I had this half black friend growing up. His name was Darian, and we were like maybe 13.
That's
or
a full
14.
black kid's name, by the way. But go on.
So we were like 13 or 14. This was like 7th grade. And like he spent the night one night and like he still wasn't potty trained. And so he peed himself in the middle of the night on one of my couches downstairs. And instead of tell us, he took the cushion off the couch and like tried to hide it in our house. Like we wouldn't notice. Like we wouldn't notice.
Oh my
Like we wouldn't
God.
notice that the cushion to the couch was missing. And then like just left and went home. It's crazy. It's
Hey, that
and,
makes
and
you
you know where he
racist.
put
That
it?
makes you racist telling
know,
a story
hey,
about a
dude.
black kid who peed his pants.
Yeah,
You know
that's
those little like
racist, dude.
those blanket storage like bins? He
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
in the bottom of one of those, and we couldn't find it for like 2 days because it was in the basement. We didn't go down there, and then when we opened it, it smelled like it smelled horrid.
What did you do? Did you just
Oh
wash
my
it, or did you get a new
God.
couch?
I think I can't remember. I want to say we just like washed it, and we're like, fuck it, you know.
It's the basement couch. Who
Taylor
cares?
slept on
It
it.
was
He was
50%,
trying to steal it.
it was 50% white pea. It's not that bad.
Hey,
Oh
Jeremy,
my God.
that would be like that time you called in and we took a bathroom break and you were left hanging. If someone said we did that because you were black, that's what Joshua Al-Hamas said. Hey,
Yeah.
that's not cool. You did that to a black guy. And it's like, hey,
That's
dude,
exactly the logic.
we
yeah.
didn't do it to you because you were black. We did it to you because we were dicks.
Yeah, and it was funny, and that's just kind of my role, I guess, is, you know, whatever. But like, yeah, dude, like my point, you know, the middle school things, like I let that go. It's I grew up and I let it go. I didn't. It doesn't define me. It doesn't bring. Oh my God, I was made fun of. I was brutalized. Like it is what it is. It happened. Like kids were picking on kids for whatever, whether it was skin color. Let that shit go. Grow up.
That's
And
crazy.
move on. It's insane to me. It's such small thinking, and that's what emotional thinking is anyways, right? There's no space between stimulus and response. It's like, hey, I feel something, I need to post immediately, I need to say something immediately. Instead of let me unpack what I'm thinking right now. People don't do that anymore, especially this El Chamba.
Al-Hamas, Joshua Al-Hamas. Anyway, hey, you think he'll be fixed? You think at some point he gets married, has kids, and gets
he
fixed?
is married and he has
Yeah,
kids.
I was going to
He's
say he
married
already
with
has both of those
Does he?
things.
The
He's
only
raising-
way
Wow.
that happens is if the people around him say something. And you know,
Imagine what his wife
most of the
thinks.
people around him probably think exactly like him, but like, you know, he's got to have a family member, a friend, somebody around him
No.
who's like witnessing all of this.
No.
And it's like, yo, dude, like, say something to this guy. Say something. If you're friends with Sporty Beth, say something to her,
He's
man. Like,
so
we
fucking
can't
woke.
keep going through this shit.
Hey, let me tell you. Let
They're
me just tell you what.
insane.
Let me tell you what happened to me real quick. So for years and years, I was around Greg, and he's a hardcore critical thinker. Everything has to be defined. You can't just get away with saying stupid shit. Everything has to be defined. And then I had some family. I had some family over for an event, and I heard them talking about how Trump was racist, and they were talking about how he's racist against Mexicans, racist against Mexicans. So I walked away and I went over to my computer and I pulled up the 2 clips that they were referencing. And the 2 clips were the 2 things that they were talking about was about how he said that there's good people on both sides. And as we know, I played that whole clip out. And right before he said that, he denounced all Nazis and white supremacists. So then I was like, holy shit, my family's not watching the whole thing. They're just taking fucking clips. And then I went and found out what he said. He said, hey, the thing that they thought he was being racist towards Mexicans is his comment about they just listened to the clip was they're sending over their rapists and murderers. And they took that as he's saying all Mexicans are rapists and murderers, not, hey, they're emptying out their prisons and sending those people over the border. And that was the final, for me, that was the final thing. I was like, okay, I can believe nothing now that comes from the left because it's all like that. It's all just tidbits and uninformed shit. That's what this guy has done. Don't you think if Joshua Al-Hamas actually listened to a Charlie Kirk debate, he'd be like, oh shit, this guy does distinguish between the Constitution and his personal feelings on religion. This guy actually is an advocate of black people and getting equal rights. He's actually an advocate of freedom. Like, don't you think that they would see that and be like, holy shit, he's actually on the right side. He's actually advocating. No?
Nope.
I mean, there are still people who are
Can't you just watch one Charlie?
does-
Can't you just watch one 20-minute clip of Charlie Kirk and be like, oh my God, I was wrong?
Think about the people who do argue him in person whose minds aren't changed. This is the thing. There is a cohort of people who are not going to understand They're not going to have their mind changed, and that's fine. We don't kill them. We don't fucking put them in jail. We just make sure all of society sees how fucking stupid and retarded they are, so that their ideas and perspectives can flourish and grow and fester.
There's like a group
It's
of
like
people
the
who
person
follow
that
Charlie
talks to
Kirk
him.
around, and they try to debate him that's the same debates every time. They're like, "Hey, I've got more points on this, and we're going to debate again." It's the same people that would go up
And
to
they
him
lose over and
they
over.
lose every single time. It's insane.
It's like the person in the CrossFit gym who's like super fit. They can smash a wall ball, pull up workout, but they have huge holes in ring muscle ups, in other gymnastics, or maybe their strength lacks. And they bitch about it all the time. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. You offer help. Like, hey man, let me help you out. I'll help you get that ring muscle up. I'll help you get that. They don't never take you up on it because they know the work that's going to be involved in getting that movement or that skill. These people, if you watch more than 30 seconds of a Charlie Kirk debate or a speech or whatever, you see homeboy is not racist. He's not hateful. He's not, but if you're trying to spin this narrative in your head over and over and over that he is, you know, to fit into your reality, you like literally don't have the capacity to think past that. You don't really want that, because that would explode everything in your head, the whole narrative that you're spinning. And that's where these people stop. They don't want to get that skill. They don't want to grow. They just want to be right. I want to be right. Charlie Kirk is racist.
It's so much easier to be right on the right,
conservatives
though.
are racist.
Hey, if they really wanted to be right, it's so much easier to be right on the right, because everything's
But there's
logical.
a lot of work, though, right? There's a lot of work. You got to unpack a lot of your poor thinking. You got to unpack very bad habits.
You have to give up feelings. You have to give up some feelings as being right. You can still have, by the way,
They're not going to do that.
You can still have those feelings. You people on the left, we have all of the same feelings that you have. We just don't let them circumvent our logic. We don't let them. We cry when we see dead dogs. We hate to see someone getting picked on. All that same shit. You know what I mean? We believe that women should be defended. All of that same stuff, but we just don't let it interfere with our logic.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. It's plausible glycation turned Alchama into a woke tart. Hey, dude, you don't even know how true that is, I don't think.
It's so fucking true.
It's so possibly true.
When I stopped eating sugar en masse, I just turned. I was smarter. I was more beautiful. I was more emotionally regulated, and I often know when I have an outburst, I'm like, man, I just had some ice cream, you know? So if you're on social media and I outbursted you, it's probably just because I had a cheat day.
Glycation, a bonding of sugar molecule to a protein or lipid molecule without enzymatic regulation.
This is another good point. Who gives a fuck about Invictus anyway? All washed, super washed.
I'll give you another example. This whole thing with autism. We all know that no one wants to be born autistic. No one wants to have autism. And now that there's this thought out there that like, hey, let's examine autism and study why the rate.
True.
And let's study why all the
train autism, or is it like I can't learn anything autism?
Let's see what's causing this skyrocketing in autism. Instead of people being like, okay, that's cool, they're like, hey, that's offensive because you're looking for what causes autism and you see it as an ailment, that now a shitload of people are offended. And they extrapolate from that and they get stuck in their head and they think that we're saying that there's something about autism that we can't accept. We accept all the people who are already autistic. We're just wondering why it's gone from 1 in 20,000 to 1 in 100.
This is a thing. I don't agree. I think
okay, where don't you agree?
I don't agree that no one wants to be autistic. I think there are people who see it as that kind of, it's a superpower. And again, this is not shaming or saying it's.
But do you know why they're saying that?
I don't know. I'm not even saying that. I think there are people who like that have been brainwashed to thinking that it's like that you should want it. And if you're autistic and you're super highly like, I mean, that's even like if you're autistic and you're super highly functioning and you're like, no, I'm glad I'm autistic. More power.
Hey,
to you.
okay. Let me say this. Let's say you are that person. You still don't want your kids to be autistic.
Right. And let me give you.
That's my point. It's none of this is a dig at autistic people, but for some reason, autistic parents and autistic people are taking offense to it when they wouldn't have if it was couched a certain way.
I don't think autistic people are taking offense to it. I think people around autistic people are telling them what others think, and it's not reality, and that's what's making anyone offended. And I would give an example of, I'm a drug addict. I'm in recovery. I would never change any of that. It's made me who I am, and I'm grateful for that experience and the adversity. It's shaped who I am, and I wouldn't go back and change it. But I would be scared to fucking death if I had a kid and I knew that they were going to end up a drug addict, and I would never fucking want that. So that's, to me, that's the comparison is.
Because it's a super hard journey.
Incredibly hard.
And being autistic's a hard journey. And having Down syndrome is an extremely hard journey.
And I think in life, there are two forms of adversity. There are adversities that are external circumstances that you have no control over, and I think those are often the hardest to accept and overcome. And then there's self-imposed adversity, willing self-imposed adversity. And I think you can almost become a better person, greater person, more successful person if you're raised self-imposing adversity on yourself to just have strong character. And I don't mean, I'm going to choose to become an alcoholic. That's not what I'm talking about. But you choose the difficult path and the hard thing and the right way to do things rather than taking the easy route. You become a drug addict by always taking the easy route. And so then life is going to say, okay, you've always chosen the easy way. It's going to get super fucking hard because of that. Versus, hey, I'm always choosing the hard, right thing to do. My life is going to get way easier because of that. So I would rather raise my children that way, where they seek out the challenge rather than avoiding it and running from it. And the challenge could just be, hey, admitting and communicating how you feel, being honest about what you did. If you lie, tell the truth right away. Own up to it. If you steal something, take it back and apologize. Like, that's what I'm talking about, rather than running from yourself so much that you have to find, a way out. And I think that you would never wish random or external circumstance adversity on someone you love. Like, for something horrible to just happen to you, you would never wish that on them. But I would 10 out of 10 times wish that they always chose the hardest possible route so that they develop strong character. And that's the difference here is I wouldn't choose drug addiction on my children. I wouldn't choose autism on my children. I wouldn't choose dropping out of high school on my children. I wouldn't choose fucking getting your arm bitten off by a fucking shark on my children. But I would choose all of the self-imposed adversity 10 out of 10 times.
Hey, what you said there about becoming a drug addict is taking the easy route. It reminds me of something that my wife said. She said people lie to avoid discomfort. And that's why people do drugs. They do drugs to avoid discomfort, but really you're just going down a more difficult path.
Hey, even white lies. So think about this. And these are almost habitual, but like, say I'm telling a white lie about what my 1 rep max snatch is. Oh, my 1 rep max snatch is 310. No, it's 305. But admitting that it's not the best is uncomfortable for me because I'm an egomaniac with an inferiority complex.
Let me give you even another white lie. I'm talking to you on the phone and I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I say, hey, I have to put my kids to bed.
Right.
All those things.
It's 2 p.m.
Or Joshua Al-Hamas is asked by a teammate or someone else, hey, am I getting cheated on? And he goes, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And he avoids the discomfort of the truth to protect his friend. And there you go. I think it's honestly wild how uncomfortable telling the truth can be. And maybe that in and of itself is why we are in the position that we are in as a society, because it is so hard to admit that uncomfortable reality of truth because it's not ideal for us. So oftentimes the truth is not ideal. I lie.
Hey, that's why the rape gangs flourished in the UK, because it was uncomfortable for people to say, hey, those packies over there are raping white girls. That's what. That is exactly what's happening in the black community too. While it's so comfortable to say 12 unarmed black men were killed out of 365 million traffic stops, that's easy to say. but it's hard to say that 51% of all black deaths fall at the hands of 96% of all black men killed fall at the hands of other black men.
51% of all murders are committed by black men. 51% of
Yes.
all murders.
Yeah.
And
And so-
they make up 13. It's crazy.
And when we're dishonest about those facts, because the idiots will say that it has to do with race and skin color when it's just a really weak correlation. But then we don't know what the actual problem is, so we can't start addressing it. And so then we spend 4 years attacking police officers, and the whole country suffers for it. It's crazy. And Joshua Al Hamas, thank you for being the catalyst for really positive, insightful conversation.
Yes, Jeffrey, it's a blue healer. Cooper.
Taylor has bad dogs.
He said, "Fuck you." Look at that dog, how smart he is. Hey, Cooper. Come here, buddy.
They bite. They're not safe around kids. They bark.
Good
The neighbors
boy.
all know them from their noisiness.
They don't bite kids.
Oh,
They
When's
they
the
bite
last
their
time
bite their
adults?
ankles. Cora's actually great with other dogs. Cooper's bad with other dogs. Cora's great with new people, or Cooper's great with new people, and Cora's bad with new people. That's the tough part about him. I'm worried about when Lizzie and I have kids, if they're gonna accept them into the pack. I gotta figure out. I don't know how to do that.
I feel
They
like
will.
they just
They
kind of
will.
know. Like dogs
They
just kind of
know.
understand that they're part of that family. I don't understand. I don't know. I just from what I've seen, whenever like the family dog gets around a new baby, they're like, "Oh, you're one of us," and they just protect it, love on it.
They are super
Yeah.
loud. Their barking is so fucking loud, but they are the smartest dogs I've ever been around. I have this French strain that has been disconnected since we've lived here from the gutter system. So it's just like this opening in the ground, like a culvert almost, and toads live in it. And at night, the
Nice.
toads come out, and Cora at 6 p.m. will go and just lay in front of it. And if I let her outside during the day, I'll say, "Cora, where's your frog?" She'll run over to it and stand and stare at it. And I'll say, "Cora, go get your frog." And she knows that's her. She knows the word frog and associates frog with that hole.
Yeah.
How insane is that they know a fucking word and exactly what we're communicating? That is wild that dogs can do that.
How much
my
was that
border
couch?
collie has an
Oh, go ahead.
obsession with frogs too.
Oh, the couch. I
How much was that?
I want to say I got it on Facebook Marketplace at this dude who sells like
$2
scratch
grand?
and
Just
no,
say. No.
$800.
Oh,
He sells scratch and dent like leather furniture. I have these club chairs in my living room that were, I want to say, 900 a piece. So I want to say I spent 1,800 for the chairs, and then like 900 for the couch, and it was like 2,700 total.
do you love that couch?
Yeah, and I love the chairs too, and they don't mess it up.
It's funny because before we had kids, we had the nicest, coolest leather couch. We probably paid $3 grand for it, and then we bought the nicest leather chair for Haley to breastfeed in. That was probably 1,300 or something. And then since we've had kids, we have never bought a nice piece of furniture. We don't even know. I don't even know what happened to that. Haley, what happened to our leather couch? Do you know?
Hey,
We sold it. Oh,
hey,
since we've had kids, we just have shit. We just have like just shit.
we actually got our new sectional from Value City, and they had a sale couch. That's
God, that
upstairs.
sounds ghetto.
It is ghetto. It is ghetto, but it's, hey, but it's a 6 sectional, and it was so fucking cheap.
When does it come?
We've had it for months.
Oh,
It's great.
we bought. Is a sectional one of those L couches?
an L shape. Yeah, it's huge.
We Allison NYC had the nicest sectional, and we bought it used from her when she moved to Costa Rica. It's
You
so
know
nice.
why?
Did you use a
You
black
still
light on
have
that
it?
thing,
You
or
still have it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't even blacklight it. You know why girls like that get sectionals, right?
No.
Okay.
I would not put a black light on that.
Yeah, bucket and a mop, maybe. You might want to find a cleaning lady.
Hey, PC. You said that I said that Mesa was probably happy that Charlie Kirk died. I didn't say that. I said someone should ask her, and I don't think that that's an unrational thing to ask, being that people with her mindset seem to be all over the place justifying his murder. So that's an important distinction, by the way.
Incredibly important. I would also say that I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the air.
Type it in the private chat. I'll run it through the censorship. I'll send it to Al Hamas and ask them if it's.
Is it hate speech or is it free speech?
Hey, I wonder who ran to Al Hamas and told him that too. It's funny to me that story even got out.
I don't know. He probably has a cohort of people that are just waiting for something like that to come out.
Oh.
I just want to say that we didn't do it and say exactly what we did do.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's give that another week.
Hmm.
let's give that another week.
He's just a liar.
Caller, hi.
Maybe we're good.
And
There we go.
And I know how stuff gets passed around too. So maybe PC didn't say that, and that's just how it got to me. But either way, caller, hi.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's
Gentlemen?
up? Hey,
Caleb, you look all fuck.
Allahu Akbar.
hello. Gabe, hold on a second. Let me fix this. Hold on.
Actually, this is Joshua El Hamas joining us on the show today.
Mr. Ramos.
Hello, my friend. All women must wear hijab, and if they're not wearing hijab, I will cut their head off.
Gabe, are you there? Did I lose you?
Hello, Gabriel Street Coffee.
That's better.
Okay, there
I
you
don't know
go.
if it worked.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Hello.
There we go. Mathematics.
How is Wada? A lot of people drink coffee there. Paper Street Coffee.
Believe it or not, yet again, it was our best event ever.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
Damn.
It's just crazy. I don't know if you saw us, but we were just, dude, we got there 30 minutes before the first volunteers got there, and we left. I think we were supposed to stay there until the end of the elites. So from like 5 to 9 p.m.
Yep.
So it was fun. It was really cool. It was really cool seeing everyone.
Hey,
You, Taylor, Bryson.
Hey, did you enjoy watching the events? I thought they were pretty cool. The races.
I don't see events. I
Oh.
don't really see events.
Too busy kissing
busy.
babies, pouring coffee.
can we talk business on
Pouring
this?
coffee most. Yeah,
Can we-
man, go ahead. I enjoyed watching Taylor doing
Can
the
we?
Kill Taylor that whatever day that was.
I want to ask you if you'd be willing to do something with Sentinel. But I also don't want to cause any conflicts of interest with Proven. Is that do you guys have any like, oh, you can't like partner with or like do a deal with any other programs? Is that something you guys have?
Do I look like a fuck? Do I look like? Of course, we could do that.
Okay. Well, hey, maybe 1 month, Gabe. Maybe we do a month where everyone who buys like a bag of Paper Street or whatever on your website gets a free month of Sentinel or something. And all that does for us.
I'm always down for that.
Yeah, all that does for us is obviously it increases our exposure. But I think it would add a lot of value to anyone buying coffee from you guys. Maybe we should talk about that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm 100% down. I'd love to do something like that. And yeah, we've never had anything signed with anyone. It's just one of those things where like, if we're cool with you, then we're cool with you. And I don't want to like fuck up any type of relationship. But with that, it's like Nick is really cool. And I support the shit out of them and I support the shit out of you clearly.
Nick's a great guy.
Also, kind of course, kind of like the reason why I called in. Dude, going fucking closing on a new house in like a few weeks now.
Oh,
Thanks,
awesome!
thanks to you guys, yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, man. So it's one of those things where I'm like, damn, man. It kind of, I'm not, born primitive. I'm not, even fucking Sarah, who's been awesome to us and you guys. Like, I'm not them. I started with you guys at 0 orders, and now I'm at a point where like I'm buying my forever home thanks to you guys.
That's crazy.
So
That's sick.
it's a cool perspective. And then it's like one of those things where, shoot, it kind of sucks when people talk ill about y'all, right? Because now it's like, okay, well, if they're kind of, for lack of better words, attacking my quote unquote moneymaker.
We're
Attacking
assholes
the
though.
people
I'm an
who-
asshole.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, I don't. yeah, I consider you being an asshole, but I don't consider you being a bad person. If that
Here,
makes
here's
any
the
sense.
here's the thing, Gabe and Taylor and Caleb. If someone says, "Hey, I can't watch the 7 podcast because they swear too much, and I don't like swearing," totally get it.
Fuck you.
I don't watch the 7 pod. I can't watch. It bums me out. I can't watch the 7 podcast when my kids are in the room because there's too much swearing. I get it. But when you're saying stuff like Joshua Al Hamas is saying, where it's just completely vapid. First of all, it's all lies. Second of all, we have to read into it. We don't even know exactly what he's saying. I'll admit we have to read into it because he doesn't give any specifics. That kind of shit just makes him an asshole. Not kind of. It makes him an asshole. It makes him fucking a delusional asshole who's fucking trapped in his head, who's saying just negative shit and spewing fucking baseless rumors, conjecture. That kind of shit's annoying. If you're like, hey, I'm not into jokes about Chinese people. Yeah, I get it. This show's not for you. But he can't even pinpoint what we did that's offensive. All he does is expose the fact that he himself is a sexist, fucking white knighter, and a fascist by thinking that it's okay. It's more important to not hurt people's feelings than protect individual rights. And that's the part. That's the part that's infuriating. Not infuriating, but just like, God, dude, you're not even worthy of battling.
Honestly, I thought he was admitting that when he was younger, he sucked wieners with his butt, and that he's not actually spewing hate. He's spewing poopy cum froth.
He might be if you had a psychology degree, that you might be able to discern that from his post. And
but, like that's the thing. So it's not just one individual person, right? So, when you said that you were on the phone with someone and someone hung up the phone on you, like I've been in positions where like people have done the same when it's business, obviously, right? And I have the right to say, okay, we don't do business anymore. And then, everyone always comes crawling back. So it's one of those positions where like, I've always told everyone like, hey, in business meetings, you don't hang up the phone on me, because if you hang up the phone on me, one, I'm crazy. And if it was real life and you did something as stupid like that in person, like it's not ending well, right? It's almost like slapping you in the face saying, hey, it's over. And that's why like I'm very precautious about who I speak to and how often I speak to them and about what I speak to them. Because at this point, same thing with you, Sevi, even though you have a platform, Taylor, same thing. Caleb, you're a terrorist. It's very, for me, my time.
Somebody's going to kill Caleb now.
No.
Yeah, someone's done. That was a joke.
my time now is actually worth is worth something. My voice is worth something. That's why when I have a conversation, I have to be careful about who I speak to and how I speak to them. So if you're lending someone, right, I'm just looking at from the Gabe perspective, from the owner of Paper Street Coffee, who values Sevan Tosian's every single word. To me, it's one of those things where how is there no wherewithal to say, hey, this individual is giving me the time? Like, I fucking don't call you often because I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking busy. He's got kids. I don't want to waste a single moment speaking to him because it's valuable. And I fucking hear that someone decided to devalue that. So I'm like, okay, well, where am I? What's going on? Like, what's going on? And then I see individuals laughing to me in my face, taking pictures with me, having conversations with me. And I'm like, wait, should I just tell them, hey, you attacked me? It's indirect, but you have attacked me.
Yeah.
I'm about to purchase a beautiful home for my beautiful child with your help, the help of Caleb, the help of Taylor, and yes, the help of other individuals. But if I no longer have a professional relationship with you, it's because it's over. And I've made the decision to stick with the people that I have values that align with mine.
Right.
For you to come over here and be fake as all fuck when you see me, it's very, very disrespectful. I'm not going to say shit because, again, I don't have to value a conversation with you. Hey, okay, cool. Okay, cool. How you doing? Good. All right, cool. Bye. I'm going to fuck off because I'm way too busy. I literally had to send a girl home from Wodify because she fucked up. On Saturday morning, I said, you're packing your bags. You're going back home.
What did she do?
And
She spent $1,200 for the coffee?
No. It's too much to go into. But anyway, we're doing well. She's a good kid. Just a lot of pressure on her shoulders. But that's one of those things where, even with y'all, I wasn't able to have a conversation, able to hang out and anything because we're just busy working all the time.
Busy.
And it's it's discouraging when I hear other people attack y'all, because I'm like, hey, y'all literally are attacking someone who is putting food on the table for my child, for myself, and a bunch of other people. Like, look at the little, you went from you to having this awesome community that you like. Obviously, Sentinel's doing what it's doing because of Taylor, and obviously the platform and the awesome relationship he has with you. I'm doing the same shit, right? And it's just like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Do I have to stop being the person I am and be like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to have a conversation when someone comes up to me at any event and is just being fake and knows that they're attacking you, and indirectly through fucking the transitive property of fucking mathematics, you are attacking me. I'm at a point where, dog, I can't let that slide anymore. I'm about to drop a fucking buttload of money on a house, and I can't fucking have someone attacking my fucking cash cow. That's Sevon.
The thing is he's not
Like,
even
that's
the
crazy.
thing that's upset too is frustrating is he's not even saying anything. It's just slander. It's like, hey, dude, just say something. Like, he doesn't even realize.
I think I'm being
People
more
don't-
general. I don't even know who this person is. I'm being general. I'm saying like, hey,
Yeah.
There's the people that acted very, very different this time around, this go around, that because I ended relationships with them, they're now getting all butthurt about it. And I get it. I completely understand. Hey, we're no longer in business.
Are you talking about like
I made
athletes
the
you
decision.
sponsor that don't sponsor anymore, and then they just become assholes?
No. They've
Oh,
all been so cool. Like, no. I can't. They've been so
okay.
cool.
All
Surprisingly, but they've been so cool. I can't even say that, to be honest with you. They've been very respectful.
When is the dark roast dropping?
This is another reason why I called. Tomorrow we're coming out with 2 new roasts. The 2 new roasts are super limited. They're about 70 bags each. Once they're gone, they're gone. They're a little bit more expensive because coffee deciding to fucking go crazy now. But these are really, really cool. After these are gone, we will introduce a dark roast.
Oh, okay.
Is it this PDA and
I got you.
tulips?
Yeah. Shit, it's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to look at it yet. But anyway, yeah, it's PJ.
What's wrong, Jeffrey? What's wrong with Jeffrey? What's wrong with dark roast? I like dark roast.
I'm kind of a light roast, medium roast guy.
I kind of like burnt beans sometimes.
Wow. How long is that limited drop of coffee?
Until they run out. So there's 70 bags. You got some, Taylor. I sent you some samples like 6 months ago of these particular beans, but now they're like fully developed, fully perfect.
The coffee you send us gets fucking gone in like 3 days. I make like
You're a
that's
caffeine
awesome.
addict. You are an addict.
I only drink coffee. Hey, dude, I made
awesome
this
to
was
hear.
this was pour over up to here this morning that I made with one of those mini Paper Street pour over things. I just put the lid on top of this and do the pour over, and then this much was whole milk. So this is like that much, just straight.
Hey, I'm here for it. But yeah, anyway, that was basically the main reason I called. Where I'm like, dude, I'm like, first of all, thank you for putting me in a position where I can hope, hopefully get this beautiful home. Second of all, I did something really, really weird that of course, man. We don't want to talk about how much it's costing, because it's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, I could give away a free month for everyone who buys either one of those roasts if you want, but if it's too soon to do anything like that, I could just send you a one-time code that is the exact number of bags you have of each, and then you could just attach it to whatever email if you want.
Yeah, we could. I'll hit you up right after this. I'm about to go to a birthday party with my kid. But fun story, something I did today that I've never, ever done before. Training for a half marathon, I went on an 8-mile run. I almost died. But for the first time ever, I put a reflective vest on because I went out super early.
Oh, you're a dad now. Your life matters to you now.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
You're so lame.
I see kids, bro. I see kids running without a vest, and I'm like, dude, it's so dark. It was like 4:30, so the sun's not coming out anytime
such
soon.
a dad already. Jesus.
That's the first thing that came through my head. I'm like, oh shit.
Dude, get a sun hat. You need a
I
sun
put
hat. You need a sun hat now. I wear a sun hat when I go to the beach. Wait Get a sun hat.
You guys are lame.
Dude, I felt like such a pussy, but also like totally cool about it with my little reflective vest. I had a little reflective like bracelet and on my ankles too to make sure I
Yep.
definitely don't get hit.
Yep, I did all that.
So you
when
see
I-
my
yep.
little, you see my little fucking fat tank ass just fucking chugging along, and you're like, what the fuck is that? You see some fucking fat guy with a vest on.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, that was crazy. All right, gentlemen, love you. Taylor, yeah, just
Good
hit me up. I'll be a little bit busy, but I'll hit you back up afterwards. Caleb,
All right.
again, stay terrorist, my friend.
Okay,
Love
love
you,
you.
Gabe.
Bye.
Ciao.
Peace.
Joel.
Joel, Taylor, I'm fat. Is Sentinel too crazy for me?
No, dude. Anyone can do Sentinel, and I mean that. Especially Sentinel 60. You're
Hey,
definitely
some of-
probably too fat for compete. That's the thing. But the 60 track, anyone can do it.
Sentinel
Where
60
was-
is so easy to do, dude? I don't have
Taylor
all the
has-
shit, but there's always a way to do it, and with all this stuff, all the equipment that I have.
Every workout Taylor's ever sent me, he's like, "Hey, dude, do this." It's like, it's been amazing. I've been like, "Holy shit, I need to do more shit like this."
Two droopy nuts. Two droopy nuts.
Wow.
As a lifetime member of Sentinel, I'm a huge supporter of the price increase. It's a ton of value for the money. That's crazy. Yeah. He's a supporter because he's already locked in. Hey, you're the man. Thank you. First off, yeah, we're increasing our prices. Is that crazy? We're going from $20 to $29, but I'm doing it in the way where I feel like I'm being as little of a dick as possible, where everyone who's already on stays at the price that they're on for life. Unless, you know what I mean? Like if you're already a subscriber, you still pay $20 a month going forward, unless you were to cancel your membership for whatever reason and come back, and then you would be in at the new rate. But yeah, we're increasing from 20 to $29
That's crazy.
on December. For Bryson and I to be able to offer the service that we offer, which I feel like a lot of people don't even know that we do, where we coach, literally coach. We just can't continue to do it as we grow at that price. I had to be able to pay him more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we are increasing once we hit 1,000 subscribers, or on December 1st, whichever comes first. So people still.
So those first 1,000 are grandfathered in.
Yeah, and they still have a chance. You still have a chance to go in and get that price.
I'm never canceling, so I'm just gonna stick with my $20 a month.
Sick. Yeah,
There's this. I just got this press release, and I don't know if I'm allowed to read it regarding Wadapalooza. I can't tell if it's.
I gotta work out. I'm fucking jonesing.
Okay, all right. All right. Thank you. Thank you to Joshua Al-Hamas for giving us content for this morning's show.
Inshallah.
That's not a joke. I really appreciate it.
I gotta answer this. Why no KT? When I travel for a week and I get thrown off on the time zone and I only work out for 5 minutes a day, and even some days don't work out, I get really fat and out of shape. And so I need a week to reset and get back into a schedule and discipline, because believe it or not, I do take every week's performance very seriously. So we'll be back on October 4th.
If it's a press release, by definition, it's meant for public consumption. I hear you, but it came to me in a Google Doc.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's like a draft. Vindicate, vndk8.com. Waza shout outs were huge. Thanks, Sevy and crew. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, if you don't have a Jesus shirt, you got to go over there and get one.
From Vindicate.
Is there a Muhammad
Yeah.
shirt?
Oh shit!
Oh,
you
my
should do
God.
a Muhammad shirt, Travis.
Hey, that would get you killed.
Yeah, FCC. Like,
you think it would?
South Park
If
got
you
like
wore a
almost
shirt,
canceled.
if you wore a shirt with a picture claiming to have a picture of Muhammad on the back,
Go sign up for Sentinel training. I just dropped the link in the chat. You have a limited time to get in at $20 a month. Don't be a fucking dummy. Get the best training you could ever possibly get.
that
Do
would
it.
for sure 100% get you killed. That's why there isn't one. No one could ever do a Muhammad shirt. You would
Oh.
die. There would be murders. Collar high. No one even has the balls to wear it. Collar high.
I'd wear that shit.
Hi.
South Park. Too.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Emma. Taylor, I'm the girl who sent you that stuff this week. And I just
Oh,
really
Moore,
wanted to say
Emma
thank
Moore.
you for supporting that. Emma Ellis, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're talking about, sorry, we have a member of Sentinel that was getting coached this week named Emma. You're talking about Heather's house.
Yeah, I just really wanted to say thank you. You blew me away with your support, and I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. I
What
hope
do
you
you do?
got-
What do you do? I don't believe it. What do you do? Are you
So
really Taylor's
I sent
sister?
Taylor. No.
My sister's a
I
libtard.
sent
She
him
doesn't sound like this. She has a very she's not a
I
libtard,
sent him
but she doesn't
something
sound.
on a whim. Like I didn't even really expect a response. And not only did he respond and support what I had sent him, but he posted it on his story too, so that some other people also supported it. And that
Oh,
was
wow.
just incredible. He didn't have to do that. He doesn't know me at all, and he did that anyways. So I just really wanted to say thank you.
Thanks, Emma.
All right,
Appreciate you.
very cool. All right, tell your mom I said hi.
Thanks. You guys are awesome. Bye.
All right, bye.
See ya. All right, I gotta go work out, dude.
All right, I'm going to the beach, play football.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, bye, Caleb. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Love you guys. See you.